Hi guys, thanks for joining me today. I'm not sure which part this is to this video tutorial series on how to decoupage a Christmas ornament. I think it's going to be part 3. And right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to get the image onto your ornament using a decoupage process and Mod Podge matte gel medium, which is a great way to, basically you're just gluing the image onto the ornament that you've painted white. But if you have any questions about where this video begins from, please refer to parts 1 and 2 in the video series, which will be linked in the description box below. Please also check out links to any of the supplies that I use in this project, and you will find other instructions on the blog post where you will find this video. So I'm going to try to keep it all together for you so that it will be just step 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, whatever it may be. So I've really never done this before, where I've used water to kind of cut my image or cut around the image, but I've seen it done, so I'm just going to do it for the first time on this video. This is a tissue actually, and I printed this picture that I found on Pinterest onto a tissue basically, and you can pretty much print on any kind of paper using the method that I'll outline here. You don't need to buy any special paper for decoupage, but I wanted to try using a tissue, and I'm going to try using napkins and other kinds of things to print on, tracing paper. I'm going to try to get some rice paper and do it with rice paper and see what's actually the best, or if there's any difference at all. But for this particular ornament, I am going to try using a tissue, the tissue picture, which I got out of a simple tissue box, just like you would get at the store. And I taped it onto this piece of paper and fed it into my printer in the back. So let's get started. So I'm just going to take my water, I'm going to dip my little thin brush, and I'm just going to go around the edges of my picture because I don't want to rip it, and I want it to kind of tear in sort of a circle. But I feel like if I use a scissor, it might rip it really pretty easily. Oops, dropped something. Okay. So I'm just going to try to separate it. With my finger. I want to get as much of the picture onto my ornament as possible. I'll just turn it around a little bit. And because my ornament is curved, that's why I wanted to use a tissue for this particular ornament, because it bends easily and it's not going to wrinkle. I don't think it will anyway. But I'm going to have to be very careful putting it on. Whoops, dropped something. And if you gently pull, then you get the image right there. And so from this point, I'm going to turn this over. I'm going to take my ornament, and I'm going, which I've already painted white and let it dry. I let it dry already. And so I'm going to place it on my ornament. Mostly I want to get the family in there. I'm not so crazy about the tree, this big old tree, but I want to put it on here, and it's working out pretty well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my paintbrush which fell on the floor. Actually, I'm going to go get a bigger paintbrush. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, and I'm going to take my Mod Podge, and I'm just going to lift my ornament. I'm going to do this facing me so I can put it on the right way. Alright, so basically all you do is just, Mod Podge is like a glue, and you're just going to cover your ornament face with the glue or the Mod Podge, and then you're just going to lay your picture on it very carefully. I mean, it wouldn't really matter if it crinkled a little, but I'd rather it not. Once you have the right placement, just stretch it out very carefully because it's very thin. Oh, this is going to be nice. Kind of gently go over it with your finger. Don't push too hard, just very gently. And there's some tiny little crinkles which you really can't avoid when you're using a picture this thin. But let it dry, and after it dries, I'm going to trim it, and I'm going to embellish it with some paint and some glitter. And I might even put some three-dimensional paint on it if I can find it. But so there you have it. And I think it's going to come out really pretty. Very excited. Okay, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in part 4.